Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. Time to talk a little women's tennis with Sam Droop. And for you and your teammates, what a weekend coming up here. I mean, 3 matches over 2 days. But of course, the one on Saturday, one of the most important ones, is you all get to take on the Black Knights of West Point. For you all as a team to see where the program has come from, trying to get to their level, finally getting there last year, taking care of business. How much does that help you now as you all head into this match this weekend prepare?
Definitely a lot. I came in, and then my seniors were the first recruited class here, and beating Army meant everything to them. And we put so much emphasis at practice. It's pretty much everything we work towards. So getting over that hurdle last year was huge, and I think that confidence going into this weekend will definitely help us.
How much of this is much mental preparation as it is physical preparation for a tennis player, especially when you know you could potentially do your best, but your opponent may have the match of their life that particular day? How much of it is mental as much as physical preparation getting ready for a big match like this?
I definitely think it's all mental. Right now, I mean, we are pretty much at the end of our season. We've done the physical work. I mean, that can't happen overnight. But it's the mental aspect that I believe is 75%. I mean, you could have 2 players, one a little bit better, but the one that's going to be mentally stronger, stay out there, perform when the pressure is really at them, that's the player that's going to come forward and win.
You've played both singles and doubles here. What are the challenges to doing both?
Doubles is, you come out and they've modified the scoring, so it's right after they call the lineups. I mean, doubles is going out. It's the first couple balls that you hit, so you got to come out strong, and it's reduced to a set now. So if you don't come out strong in those first couple games, it is really hard to, dig yourself out of the hole.
In terms of, let me ask you about doubles too. I mean, obviously important things such as serving, you want to get your first serve in and things of that nature, but how much is the rest of it? Once the ball's in play, how much of it is just all reactionary out there because of the nature of the game, and you've got 4 players that are all right on top of each other?
Right. I mean, for doubles, depending how you were taught, it's basically who can get to the net first, who can take control of the point first. And Army's definitely got an aggressive doubles team, so it's all about keeping the ball deep, keeping it in, making sure you're playing the point, but also putting the ball in the correct spots too. You sit anything up too high, even just one shot that's something that gives them a little bit of an advantage, they're right over it. So you've got to be quick as far as I'm not making any mistakes, but also putting the balls where they need to be.
You've had a decent amount of success as a Division I tennis player here. From when you got here to where you are now, where do you think you've made your best strides, and what's allowed you to be as successful as you've been?
I definitely thought my best strides were my youngster year, just because the people that I looked up to so much were there. We had this one senior, she's actually a picture out on the wall. She was such a fierce competitor, and I looked up to her so much on the court and off the court. So her pushing me every single day was really advantageous to me.
You played, obviously, junior tennis growing up. How much did that help you prepare even for the level of tennis that you knew you were going to face good people just about every time out at the Division I level?
So much. I'm so grateful for the coaches that I had growing up. I had a great set of coaches for about 9 years down in Hilton Head. One played on the Pro Tour, and her husband coached her while she was on the Pro Tour. And they were both just great coaches, and really gave me opportunities to play good players and recommended tournaments and so forth.
How much did that work establishing, just like anything, the fundamentals of the game? And I'm sure that maybe at times it got exhausting going over the fundamentals of the game, but did you see why maybe that was perhaps important then as to why you're able to do things as consistently now?
Absolutely. When I first came to her, when I was 10 years old, she was like, we're going to redo all your strokes, everything. Everything about this is technique. And I'm so grateful for it because luckily, knock on wood, I have not been injured. And I really believe that it's because of the technique that they showed me. At first it was, took a while. I didn't play much tournaments, but the techniques, and then as far as, I got along with my career, the tactics, both of those together really helped me with my career.
I was going to say, let's expand on the physical part. I mean, outside of obviously what you go through in practice and volleying, and practicing your serve, what are things that you do as a tennis player to make sure you maintain top fitness? Because there's so much more to it and I don't think people really understand it. We watch tennis on TV, and we just see the players
Right.
in those moments right there. How much time goes into that physical preparation so you maintain top fitness?
Oh, so much. I mean, you can tell I'm sweating a little bit. I just came back from a workout. We do workouts 4 days a week during noon, and then sometimes before practice we'll even run. And then during the off season is when we really pick up our fitness. We just have a small couple weeks in the fall semester when we do off season, but during those times it's okay to be sore because we don't have a weekend match. So we really push it, and it's so important.
For you all as a team, how much did a venture to Puerto Rico, help bond and just that little bit more to bring people together as teammates?
Yeah, I personally didn't go. The seniors ended up not going, but I think the team came back super strong. They saw a really good team down there. UNC is top country team in the country right now, so to get that experience was awesome.
How do you go into a weekend like this where you've got so much emotion in addition to the physical output on Saturday, and then some of you will have to bounce back and play again on Sunday? How difficult of a weekend is this coming up?
Oh, absolutely. It's pretty difficult. Can't let our emotions, for Saturday get, in the way for Sunday. Sunday's a completely new day. We have a Patriot League conference match that day as well. So no matter what happens on Saturday, we got to make sure that we come back the next day just as focused, treating Saturday's match just like any other match.
For you, in terms of your career now, when you look at what you've accomplished in the Hall and obviously graduating from the Naval Academy 4 years ago, how gargantuan a task did that seem compared to where you are right now?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe I got the acceptance letter in here. And then just as each milestone comes, I don't know, it definitely amazes me, but I love the challenge. I love the challenge that the court brings, the competition brings, and I definitely think I'll be able to apply it to the fleet.
I appreciate the time.
Right.
Best of
Thank
luck
you.
this weekend against the Black Knights.
Very much appreciated. Thank you, sir.
All right, Sam Droop joining us here as women's tennis takes on Army coming up this weekend. Lafayette, Norfolk State also on their schedule. And as always, you can find out what any of the 33 varsity sports are doing here at the Academy by going to www.navysports.com.